Welcome to the Author's Porch, where every good conversation happens. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride from author to author. We want to give you an experience where you learn and enjoy the conversation. Authors tell you about their journey, you learn about new books, and at the end of the day, you go home with a smile on your face because the Author's Porch is a beacon of light, bringing you home to the family you never knew you had. We hope that you enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Author's Porch, where every great conversation happens, and it happens because we trusted Brendan and Bomsey at Master Talk to show us the power of effective communication. We also make sure we have a great cup of coffee from Third Day Coffee Seguin, a Christ-centered, veteran-owned coffee company. Today on the show, we have Khalid Rasheed. How are you doing, Khalid?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to have you on because we have been doing a lot of collaboration over the past year, and we have been bringing some amazing things to some wonderful people who deserve it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do a quick introduction. So because you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes as CEO of Pulse the Magazine, but I think a lot of people need to know who you are
Okay.
and some other things that you do. So I'm going to do your introduction, and then we're going to talk about all that stuff. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Khalid is the CEO of Pulse, the magazine, hailing out of Houston, along with managing clients in the music and modeling industry. He has his own clothing line, which is 258 Money Never Sleeps, and he continues to give back to his community through his philanthropy endeavors. Khalid recently published Know Your Worth, Volumes 1 and 2, to lift people up and provide them inspirational words. He is also about to publish another book coming soon that is going to provoke your mind. So, Khalid, I'm super excited to have you on the show today because we've been collaborating with the book awards that are coming out in February, which is going to be, there's going to be a hybrid situation. We're going to have a virtual, and you're going to be doing an in-person portion of it in February. We collaborated on that. We've had the Author's Porch in your magazine, probably every magazine for the past year,
Yeah.
lifting up, lifting up the Author's Porch. So let's talk more about Pulse the magazine and your vision and why Pulse, like why that name and all that stuff.
Well, basically, I done told this story so many times I can tell it in my sleep.
Right?
Basically, Post, you know what I'm saying? It was really a platform to give a voice to the voiceless. Like I said, I was an artist at the time when I created Post. And I just know nothing starts without a post. No heartbeat, nothing starts without a post. So, sometimes some people that's all they really need is a spark or something to, some type of inspiration, and a lot of people don't have financial aid to go ahead and get into these magazines, because a lot of these magazines, the price that they charge and what you getting out of it is, it don't match, you know, some quality over quantity, it doesn't match, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them don't really, I know it's a job for people. For me, Post a magazine, it's a job, but I really care about the people. Like, I'm from the people and I care about the people. Like, if anything's going on with somebody, a sickness, a illness, I'm praying for them. You know what I'm saying? They family. I'm always asking, is the kids all right? Is everything going? You know what I'm saying? When the pandemic was going on, I was trying to link people with resources, or just being there for people, and stuff. And I don't, I don't post stuff like that online. To me, I don't like that. That's not cool to me. But I just know I'm just a sincere and caring person. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Though, I mean, the money is good, um, with, what we do and stuff like that. But I mean, my main goal was to see, um people's dreams become a reality. Because, like, I still hold relationships with some people that been featured in the magazine like maybe 8, 10 years ago. They mothers, might be grandmothers now and stuff like that. And I still check up on them. And it's like we still talk like the first time, like nothing really happened though. You know what I'm saying? And so, to me, that's more important. To me, that's really social media networking to me. I don't really care about the following or the numbers, because you can buy those and that can be manipulated. So my main thing is, like, when me and you talk, you know what I'm saying? Even though, we met, you know what I'm saying, online, but actually talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I talk, it's like it's the first time. It's always sincere, genuine, and stuff like that too. And then I know it also had to do with age bracket and stuff like that, and how people was raised too, though. You know what I'm saying? So that played a key part though. But that's the main goal really with Poster Magazine. We celebrated last year the 4 year anniversary, so this year will be the 5 year anniversary. So basically, when you reach 5 years at a business, they say that you be able to survive and make it through. So even though we've
Yeah.
been going through a pandemic, we still been successful and stuff like that. I reached out to different branches. Like I said, I did a post Latin issue. I try to do that for the diversity of the Latin culture. And then I also bought into play for the H magazine. I bought that in for Houston. This is straight Houston based magazine because I wanted to do something for Houston. And then I incorporated the awards. I got a couple of them on me. I got one on me right now. Let me see. I happen to bring one.
Hey, I've got some of mine here too that I can show you.
I got one. This is go to this is for the event event planner of the year for Sherry Herandos. She's the one to run the Houston based Houston Monopoly game, the Houston version of Monopoly. She does that in a PR too. Um, and so I got another award too. What's this brother's name?
Let me show you.
Okay,
What is this?
we pulling them out.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. You know
Yeah,
how we do.
and then
Okay,
this is Jay Hernandez, Jay Sanchez. This would be the awards we give it out in February. These what the awards in February
that's
look like.
the in-person award
Yeah,
ceremony.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, this is him. He getting artist of the year. He's an actually painter artist. So I'm giving we want to recognize those people
Look at
for the culture. Yeah,
look. This is the author of the year, Elizabeth
yeah,
Johnson. She's watching right now, so I'm calling her out. So this is so we collaborated and we sponsor the literary award part
yeah.
for your magazine. Authors Forge did, and we decided since we're a strictly virtual entity, we
Okay.
decided or not decided. We asked you. We didn't decide nothing. It's not our magazine. We asked you if we could do ours virtually since
Yeah,
our people are all over the place and
yeah,
yours are centralized to Houston. So
yeah.
what we're gonna and you said you kindly allowed us to do it virtually. So February is going to be we're going to be doing our the literary portion of the awards in
Okay.
February,
Yeah.
and we're going to be working with you to get you in on the virtual because we can't do it without you because it's your award ceremony. So
Yeah.
me and Elizabeth are going to sit down and plan it because we already worked out a date with you. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I came up in November to the awards
Yeah.
ceremony
Yes. Yes. Yes.
in November, and I was just shocked. I was like, the amount of work that you put into getting that all together and
Yeah.
the awards that you give out to people. I like that. Where's my finger going? That award right there is one of the ones I got in November. And then you
Yeah.
can't see it because where's my finger going above the light? That was my author of the year last year
Yeah.
from you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when I say that Khalid is doing philanthropy endeavors, like he doesn't ask for anything back to
Yeah.
give to the people. And I think that is an amazing thing that you do for people because for people to be recognized, I think that's what everybody wants. They work really hard at their craft, whether it's authors, artists, painters, entrepreneurs, networkers, models, so on and so forth. They work so hard, and most of them aren't getting paid for what they do because nobody's paying anybody right now during the pandemic. It feels
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and they just want to be recognized. So, what what made you get into this giving back nature? So, I know you talk a little bit about your background, but can you give us
Mhm.
more insight into your background?
Well, basically, like I said, I grew up in Houston, Texas. The old Third Ward, Houston, Texas. I come from a biracial background. Um, Father was not really there. Mother did the best that she was able to do. I had to learn a lot. Like I said, it cost me from being incarcerated a couple of times and stuff like that. So I had to learn a lot. So I know once you become incarcerated, you have to deal with all type of different personalities. I mean, you don't. I mean, you forced to really though. I mean, you kind of really forced that way. But I mean, and then Houston is diverse anyway. So I was never really I never chose sides. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always told I was not this color or I was just not this. You know what I'm saying and stuff. So it was kind of sad, but I mean it kind of toughened me out and stuff like that. But I mean I always had compassion. Like my grandmothers on both sides, they always was like caring people. You know what I'm saying? They was like the real in the church. You know what I'm saying? Like the real prayer warriors. Like people would always come to them, or they would always do what we didn't have and will always give. And so, you know what I'm saying? I just remember times like when I didn't have, like as an artist, I just remember like when I was trying to get a deal, I was looking for management. I would always get to run around. We would always take trips out of town, and people say they know somebody, and it end up would not be that way. And I just always remember that feeling. And I would just look around. We would be disappointed coming on the ride home. And I always said, if I can ever do something, I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna do something about it though. And long story short, like I said, I was an artist. I was sitting around with somebody one day. He was a graphic designer. He asked me, did I want to do something? And that's when we came with the magazine. And so with the magazine, I'm like, well, I wanted to feature real artists like SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, because them is the real artists. And then, like I said, as time grew on and stuff like that, during the pandemic, I was seeing a lot of people was really broke down. Like some people was really going through like that's when I became aware of mental health. How mental health awarenesses need to be broadcasted. Like it really need to be focused on. Because I mean, some people I was just right close to people and they was really losing it. And I mean, I don't understand. I mean, death is it happens. We all got a date, but some people weren't really recovering. Because they would get hit with a family member dying, then they might get hit with COVID, or saying that they losing their job, and then all type of stuff was going on, and that was really like I was like, man, saying. And I was seeing how they was out here doing, like they was, I guess, like they was going through the motions. They was alive, but they was not really alive. They wasn't living. And so I was like, well, I have to do something to I tell people all the time, I love you, I thank you, I appreciate you, what you are. But I said I really have to do something to show these people that they really are appreciated. And so that's when the awards came into play. I talked it back because I got trusted advisors, and I talked it out with them. And they was like, well, yeah, man, but we in a pandemic, where we gonna get this place at, because this is before the mayor and the judge, they was going back and forth trying to mandate and stuff, and then that's before the governor intervened, like, we gonna do what we want to do basically. So
Yep.
I had to find a venue, and what I'm saying, it was somebody I knew that had a venue, and that's when we started coming with the awards. And I was like, well, because I was like, I didn't want to do no awards like the typical award shows that's going on, because a lot of award shows that's going on in my city, they really are biased, and they really are it's favoritism, and I don't do favoritism. Like
Yep.
the award show that you came to in November, everybody who's in there, they deserve the award because this is what these people do. Like I don't nominate people and tell them and have them have people vote and stuff like that. I just feel with that type of platform, I just rather for you to say, can you vote for these people and nominate for web traffic or to download for our apps? You know what I'm saying? This, if you want numbers, this say it's about numbers, because if I really talk to these people like I talk to you, it's no way that I'm about to have somebody vote for you and they don't have the skill set that you have able to do. That's my whole thing with a lot of this is I'm not gonna never tell somebody what their job prescription is or what their job are. You know what I'm saying? I might have some knowledge of it, but that's your job skill. Like you really do art the books, like you really are, you podcast, like you really do a lot of these things. And I have similar backgrounds, but I'm not about to tell you how to do your job. That's, to me, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? To vote on that. So to
Hmm.
me, I just recognize people for what they really are. And so when I give a nomination, I'm just telling you, man, this is what you're gonna get. And when I get the awards, I show people what they look like before I order them and when they get in and stuff like that though. And that's just my main thing is to go ahead and diversify the platform like we did. That was the first female entrepreneur awards, and I just wanted to see how it went. So it was a lot of people that couldn't make it, and so
Yeah.
we'll be able to do that again. In February we doing for the culture, and this is basically anything. Like I said, for now I'm trying to get away from models or these certain images, or symbol artists with talking about violence and stuff like that. I just want to recognize real people with real stories now. You know what I'm saying? And so that's pushing the culture forward, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I mean, because the images of women is really sad right now. The
Yeah.
image in the community of what music is really sad. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. And I'm like, I'm older. I'm in my early 40s, so I have common sense because I know I'll be held accountable for my actions with my platform. And then I don't know, a lot of people, like, they might not take that part serious about what they do. So with me, it is something serious with me though. So um
Yeah.
and I know kids is watching and people is watching, so I have to do what my part is though. You know what I'm saying? And so when I be able to explain this and do these interviews, it can be all worth it at the end of the day. Because I mean, like I said, it's not about the money. To me, I just want to be, at the end of the day, I know I want to be remembered for my character. That's my in
Yeah.
my face card. That's what I want to be remembered as when I leave.
Yeah, and that's really important. And you talk about recognizing real people and
Yeah,
recognizing the people that are really putting it in and putting the work
yeah,
in and doing good things in the community.
yeah.
And we've got some audience members here listening and watching the show and talk
Okay.
about some real people. This is the whole Playtime Multimedia and Publishing team here, starting with Queen Elizabeth Johnson here. She says, "Good morning." So I'm just going to pop up their comments here so you can see that you have a whole audience watching you. And it is the whole Playtime Multimedia and Publishing team watching. And then Mr. Paul Landry, who wrote a fantastic article about leadership in marriage. Him and his
Okay.
wife wrote that article, and it was great in the Author's Porch magazine,
Okay.
which with our magazine and your magazine, I think together just is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth, that she popped that up whenever the award came out, and we'll be interviewing Alan Little, who just had a book release recently, and we'll be having him on the show on Monday.
Okay.
And then Paul says, "Congratulations to all the winners." And of course, Elizabeth won the award. She's also going to be in your magazine in February, which is
Yeah.
exciting,
Yes. Yes.
super
Yes.
exciting. So let me see. And Elizabeth, thank you, CJ and Khalid. Yeah, she's super excited for the collaboration with Pulse the magazine,
Yeah.
and and us as well. And then Paul says, very inspirational interview.
Yeah.
They really resonate with the words that you're really resonate with the words that you're saying,
Yeah.
and how you're giving back to the community, how you recognize people
Yes.
and how they're giving back. And yes, did you get your copy of the newspaper in Florida with Pulse the
No,
magazine
no.
there?
Well, I mean, the way the tracking is set up, you know how this is going. It's supposed to be here Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted it today, so I can be like, yes, I got mine. But no, when they come in, I always post it though. You know
But
what I'm saying?
that's what when you talk about people that put the work in,
Yeah,
that's and we've got this collaboration between Pulse the magazine, Playtime Multimedia and Publishing, and the Author's Porch.
yeah,
Elizabeth really does a lot, and she, getting, she was talking about the work that she does with Playtie and her book, but
yeah,
she doesn't forget to recognize that, you know, the Author's Porch and Pulse the magazine was putting, her forward for this award. And
yeah,
that's exactly what you were talking about. You don't
yeah,
forget the people that, you work with. You were talking about earlier, 18 years ago, you were working with somebody and you still talk to them.
yeah, yeah.
So can you talk about the books that you put together in order to help people stay inspired, even in these
Uh,
hard times?
like I said, basically, the volume one was with the poetry part. I already had. Like I said, when I was in it goes back because when I was incarcerated. That was like a thing for me. It was like a hustle, saying, writing poetry or just writing letters and stuff like that. I always had a way with words because I always used to do, like, I used to perform spoken word poetry. A lot of people don't know that though. So poetry is a big thing to me. And so I kept those, and I was like, well, I was going through my stuff, cleaning out my closet. I was like, well, you need to put these words together because you know how somebody always say, man, it's you can do this stuff. And I was like, can I do a book? Am I able to do something like this though? Because I don't know, it was, I guess, fear or just fear and unknown though. You know what I'm saying? Because people say, I ask people all the time. I follow a few artists and they be like, well, you can do this and do this, and nobody never tells you nothing. And that's another sad thing too. I don't really like. When people say, well, Well, you can do it, but obviously, if I'm asking for help or help is needed, I'm lacking somewhere some skill set that you have some skill, area expertise on anyway. And so that's what the poetry part come on in, and then it was a relationship. A person I was going with too. I kind of based it off of that too. The parts that we was going through, the ups and downs that we had a relationship, and the part two of the book, the volume one, the aspirations come from. I get up in the morning between like 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning every my body's just, I guess it's just programmed like that. And so I do a lot of thinking, after I light my incense and stuff like that. I do a lot of thinking, what I'm saying. I guess I kind of, like talk to myself, what I'm saying. And so a lot of them aspirations is just me talking to myself. And so sometimes I'm able to write it down, and sometimes I'm able to put it in my phone. Saying it's, like it's a computer. I got to let out some of it to, unload some of the memory, saying and store some data up in there,
Mhm.
put some memory and stuff like that, though, basically.
Yeah, your gigabytes. You're gonna go over your
Yeah.
gigabyte limit.
And so, like I said, when the pandemic was going on, like I said, that's when I became aware that mental health is really, really serious than what I really thought it was. I
Mhm.
mean, what I'm saying. And so, and I would talk to some people, and then some of those words would be, that's where some of the operations come in, though. I would just put that in there. I'll just go back in conversations that we had and stuff like that, and just put that down on paper. And that's where we come for the volume one. Even with the frequently asked questions, these are questions that people are asking me, and I just put it down. Like, it's just not hard for me to do. Like, what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm a thinker. You know what I'm saying. Like, even when we was at the award show in November, I was doing a lot of ripping and running around. I mean, I got to enjoy the awards. I mean, but the space is small, but I was still thinking about the next big thing, or thinking about making sure everybody's safety was all right, getting people home, or what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. And so volume two is I just want to do like a follow up. I just want to take away from the poetry part, and I just want to do all affirmations of what needed to be done or what needed to be said, like now, because it was toward the end of the year when I came with that project, and we was going into a new year. And I mean, I know a lot of people make they post about resolutions and things of that stuff, and I know some people's actions don't match up. But I mean, I know everything I'm telling people is this is what I'm really, it's sincere. I would tell you this without the book. I would just tell you this in person, though. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. And I just wanted to shed some more light on what was going on, just like follow up with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's some more volumes with that I wanted to do with that. And it's really this, with the positivity, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, now I'm in my early 40s. So everything now is about, when I get up, it's about purpose now. You know what I'm saying? It's just, no matter if it's going out, going to the store, or, what I'm saying, if I'm getting up, going out to the store, it's about, I'm purpose to eat, I'm, to feed myself, or to get groceries, or, when I go out to talk to somebody, it's about, purpose. You know what I'm saying? I got to make every day count, because, we live in the days and times that nothing's not really promised, no second, no minute, no hour. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to maximize the time that I have, because I don't know what when it can be. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, I'm gonna get back to the story. The other day I had two incidents last week, two near death close experiences.
Yeah, you were
Coming
telling
from
me.
coming through Dallas. Um, how they had the roads, and they had the signs where it say move over to the next lane and stuff like that. Well, with the traffic, and how Texas, our traffic is is
It's
not normal.
wild.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
in
wild.
Dallas, it's, I mean, it's really sad. So, but anyway, um, I was, I guess the chick was mad that I had cut her off, or I really didn't cut her off. I was doing the right how you supposed to flow with the traffic. And so anyway, I looked up, or saying I was when I saying I'm lucky my brakes work and stuff like that. So when she did, she got in front of me. I was in the middle car, and it was like an 18 wheeler behind me, but on the side of me, it was like it would have been like basically like a 30 car wreck. You know what I'm saying? If everybody wouldn't have braked, so everybody braking, we all went side to side, and we it kind of flowed with the traffic. And then like a couple hours later, when I was coming getting closer to Houston, my tire blew out. You know what I'm saying? But when my tire blew out, if I didn't hold on to the tire the way it was gonna spin, I was gonna
Oh my
really,
God.
really be a real bad accident. And so, what I'm saying? So that's why, what I'm saying, that's why, and I immediately text you and told you, what I'm saying, I appreciate you, for what you're doing stuff. So I just know that, like I said, you had to maximize the time that we have. And then with the third book, my two cents, it's just basically it's just like basically like some opinions and things, some thoughts that I just want to get off my chest. Like I just want to address the issues about the entertainment issue. I want to address, you know what I'm saying, about how the music is, how, you know, people making it cool to do certain things that they consider that's gangster, you know, things of that nature, and that's not really gangster. I want to address issues
Mm-hmm.
about the economy, or you know what I'm saying, about like the guy, you know what I'm saying, the difference between, like, you know what I'm saying, getting you a woman and a girl. You know, I want to address these type of issues because people is not telling them. And being that I'm an elder, that's my job to go ahead and tell people what's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just wouldn't have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, some things I might not say. I tell people, I'm not in the book. I said I'm not trying to force no, you know, nothing. These are just my opinions and my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Then I also
Mm-hmm.
kind of coach people on and let them know that um be positive, stay focused, and all this, a new year and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Though, so I just want to follow up with it. Basically, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, just something to make people think because I
yeah,
think we age. I'm in my mid 40s.
yeah.
I'm ready to get older. I'm
Me too.
blessed to get older.
Yeah. I don't shy from it. I don't. I mean, I don't run from it. Like I just.
Yeah,
I mean, some people they be. I be like, how old do you think I am? They tell me they be. I be like, really? I be like, man, I appreciate it. I mean, you know, I wish. I
yeah.
mean, yeah, you
I'm
know.
happy for age because
Oh
age is not
yeah.
afforded to everybody. So,
Oh
but
yeah. You're right. Okay.
as we get older, knowledge comes to us, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I wish I would have had this years ago.
You too.
So yeah, so it's our opportunity to, for people like us that want to give back and want to share with people because we feel like it's our responsibility to give
Yes.
back to the world.
Yeah.
It's great that you're willing to kind of, like you said, you're an elder.
Mm-hmm.
It's this opportunity to give back to the young folks because what happens is people that capitalize on that youth persona and they
Mm-hmm.
capitalize on this when you're young, you want to be free and you want to be hardcore
Mm-hmm.
and you want to be
Yeah.
this, you want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these influencers, so to say, they capitalize on that.
Yeah.
And what they wanna do is when they capitalize on it, they don't realize, we're dumb when we're young. I was dumb. I
Yeah.
was real dumb, and I was running the streets, and I thought, I just made a post before I came on, and I said, "I thought I could fight my way through anything." Like, if you I mean, we just go let's go toe to toe, and we handle
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
if I would have actually gotten a fight with half of the things I thought I could fight my way through, I'd have been dead.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with all these young kids, and all the influencers capitalizing on that don't realize the danger that they're putting everybody in, these young
Yeah.
kids in, and
Yeah.
we're losing a lot of our youth because of it,
Mhm. Yes.
and it's really sad. So I think it's wonderful that you're sharing the knowledge that you're learning through the aging process,
Yeah.
and it's so much fun. It's so much fun to age, isn't it? Because it's
Oh
funny.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for you, you're gonna share knowledge, the wealth of knowledge. I'm gonna share the funny stuff. Like I'm gonna be like, I just walked into a wall, and I wasn't even walking. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
let me let me ask you this: what upcoming projects do you have other than the book that's going to be coming out and the award ceremony? What is coming up for Khalid and all the projects?
Well, I mean, you know, we cover events and stuff like that though, so it's kind of hard to say. I'm sure I know we got access to the presidential awards that they gave out like last year, but I think they doing a kid version. I think that's like in June. We celebrate the 5 year anniversary of Poster Magazine. After this award show, I think I'll be doing another award show, but this time I'll be recognizing like really for the culture, like really pioneers that kind of started the movement, I guess, for Houston music, or you know, Houston rap, or this Houston period. Though, you know, I want to give like a cat named Mr. Boomtown his flowers award show. A guy named Sean Solo Johnson. He made a lot of music for the Screwed Up Click. You know, Joe, he's a big producer for. So I just want to recognize these type of people, and then also business owners and stuff like that. We're gonna also follow up with another female entrepreneur awards. You know, saying to give these women that, you know, I didn't get a chance to meet and I come across now that I follow awards. And like I said, the 5 year anniversary, and some more books is coming and stuff. So I mean, I just kind of play it by ear. You know, I'm a kind of spontaneous person. You know, I get up like, man, come on, let's take a drive. You know, I want to drive across the country or catch a flight, but so it's it's a lot, going on. It's, I can't really say too much because it's a lot of events that's going on that hasn't happened. Because we get invited to a lot of things all the time. So we cover events, all that type of stuff. So it's kind of hard to say right now. But I know for sure the only thing I'm putting everything into is the for the culture awards, and then the award show the men you have. And then after that, oh no, no. Matter of fact, I'll be bringing back the podcast. I'll be bringing back the podcast.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing that back. It'll be on Roku. We have the with a company called Media Ground City, this out of Pittsburgh,
Oh, with
Pennsylvania.
K Bay, not your
Yeah,
ordinary CEO. I know
yeah,
Kay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. Grind
yeah, we'll
City
be.
Media. She's
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I'll be bringing it back. I'll bring my channel back. I'll be back on her channel again on in March. And then I also spoke
Okay.
with a radio station in Houston called Street 100 Radio. So I might bring my own radio to diversify the magazine and stuff. And then I also have I gotta play. I got a movie really. I'm writing the script though too. So we might try to get into that type of get into that too. But everything I'll be doing now is just really for educational purposes, or what I'm saying, and stuff like that. It won't be really like what the normal stuff you see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of getting watered down in program actuality. So I
Yeah.
just want go outside the norm really. Yeah.
So for your movie, do you have a scene for a ditzy middle aged blonde?
I think we can put it in there. I think when you come
That's
on,
not funny.
now we can. I think we can make it work. I think what I'm saying. Like I think we can do. Like when I do the casting call, I let people know they really kind of do it because I really want people that I really know because I know they're gonna come out there and do that though. I don't really want people that's kind of known. I really, like I said, that's the reason I put a magazine. I want unknown to be known. That's what I really want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want.
Like you gotta realize that like when I come in, I'm not gonna be funny. I'm just there to,
Well, what's that? Well, that's
pretend to
understandable. I
make
mean,
everyone laugh. But you have
well,
to tell everyone, hey, just laugh when she does it. Make her feel good about
oh,
herself.
once you come to
She
the,
has mental health issues.
once you get there, everybody will know. You know what I'm saying? They will know. You know what I'm saying? Some people you'll probably recognize for being at the award show that you will see some familiar people there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, yeah.
So where can people reach you if they want to get in contact with you, get in the magazine, all that good
Okay.
stuff?
Well, we have. Okay, let me get out the business card so I can make sure I say all the links. Let me say all the links right. Okay, you got Poster Magazine LLC. That's one of them. Instagram, and then we got the Post Latin Magazine, and then we got For the H Magazine. I don't have Facebook no more. I had to let it go because they kept putting me in Facebook jail, so I had to let it go.
So
Um,
all on Instagram, right? And
yeah,
you also have
basically,
email.
yeah, Poster Magazine LLC at gmail.com. You can reach me on there. And if you see me out in the city or there's an event going on, you know what I'm saying, I'm always around to try to pull up and support, you know what I'm saying, those that really need support and stuff like that. Oh, let me shout this person out. They're gonna be upset. I tell them I'll put them in there, make them relevant. Okay, okay. And this is one of the sponsors. Her name is her company is called Power P. Priority number one is you. She's a life coach. Her name is Heather Freaky, I think so. Frick. And her website is www.powerp.coach. Yeah. And so I just wanted to make sure I put her in there.
Okay, Heather Fricky, www.powerp what?
Powerp.coach. Coach COACH. Yeah, coach.
Powerp.coach. There's no .com.
Nope, this is coach. That's what she put in there. That's what she
Okay, I just put that in the comments. I was typing everything as you were giving it to me. So I've got
Okay.
the email address, Pulse the Magazine LLC at gmail.com. I've got Instagram, Pulse the Magazine,
Yeah.
and then Instagram, it's Pulse Latin Magazine, right?
Yeah. Yes, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so I've got all of that in the comments for everybody. And also, when we move this to the podcast format,
Okay.
everyone will be able to hear what you just said as well and type it in themselves. So I just
Okay.
want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to be able to find y'all. And this is the part of the show where I hand it over to you. I take myself off screen. I take my, I stop trying to be funny, and anything that we didn't talk about in the pot, in our
Yeah.
time together, you take over the author's porch and you get your opportunity to say it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
this is your takeover time.
Okay, not the takeover. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. I bought take out the thing. If you can see this, this is the 4-year anniversary issue of Poster magazine. This is one of them. This is the first front cover, the second back cover. You can see that. I bought a couple of books. Here's the volume one, Know Your Worth, volume one. CJ helped me with this. It's on Amazon right now. Check that out. Also, I'm sure go back and give some awards. See some of the awards right here. Let's try to get the camera on this deal. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to get it on the camera. I don't know if we able to do it. Okay. Anyway, here's some of the awards that you'll see there. On here. Where's this other award? I don't know if you guys see it. I don't know. The lighting kind of bad. It's another one of the awards that we have that you can see. Basically that's it. Said I'm out of Houston, Texas. You can find me. I have Poster magazine, Post Latin magazine, also for the H magazine. We currently taking submissions for authors, designers, dancers. What else? I think chefs and stuff. And just real people, real stories. So if you have a real story, want to get featured, you have until January the 23rd to submit your issue, to get in contact with CJ or to get in contact with me at those links, and DM me and ask me about how to get submitted into our magazine. Um, Only thing I ask you is, what I'm saying, to support any business. Magazine sales is how I make make money for the company, and also through the award shows. Since I don't get no handouts, I do everything on my own. Also, like I said, once again, shout her out again. I don't want to get in trouble. You can go and make sure you follow. You check in. You need a life coach. Follow at Power P Party. Number one is you, life coach. Heather Freaky. That's HeatherFricke, and it's www.powerofp.coach. Make sure you follow her and tell her Khalid Rasheed to post the magazine referred you to her. Good person, good people. She got Coach of the Year at the Female Entrepreneur Awards. I think that you want to tap in with her and make sure everything is all right. I want to thank Christina and CJ for just put me on the show again, give me a platform, and continue to help me make my dreams become a reality, so I can pour out and give it to you guys and come back full circle 360. I want to thank Elizabeth. Thank you for the article that you wrote up on me. Being support, even though I haven't met you, thank you for the support. And just continue to be an inspiring person. To let me know that I'm on the right path, and what I'm saying, and I continue to be able to do when I say I do it for y'all and everybody else that tuned in today. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. Hope you had a good time. What I'm saying, be safe. I don't know what the weather is like where you are. But like I said, have be safe. What I'm saying, enjoy this new year. Slow down, relax, breathe, and just continue. Those that have platforms, just continue to use your platform to uplift and inspire people. Because at the end of the day, it's not the post that you'll remember for the money or the vacations. It'll be, saying your character. If you're a parent, You know what I'm saying? You'll be remembered. You know what I'm saying, through the good things and things that you've done and everything that you have. And go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
No
Khalid,
problem.
for being here with us today and for everything that you do with the magazine and for lifting people up and recognizing them for all the hard work they do, because that is what people want. They
Yeah.
want to know that what they do matters and
Okay.
what you do matters and you matter. And we appreciate you for being in our corner and for
Oh, no
being with
problem.
us all the time. Guys, don't forget to come back each week and watch us either live or the podcast right here on Facebook. You can also ask Siri or Alexa to play our latest episode. Head to our website, catch the latest issue of the magazine that was published on January the 1st. And then Elizabeth and Tyrell Player from Playtime Multimedia and Publishing are our cover for the magazine. We
Yeah.
want to continue to make authors' dreams come true by providing them a platform to shine. We'll see you guys next time. And if you appreciate the power of conversations like we do and want to become a better speaker, visit our friends Vamsi and Brendan over at mastertalk.ca, where they teach you how to use the power of your voice. Don't forget, stay awake with a nice cup of coffee from Third Day Coffee Seguin, the best cup of coffee this side of heaven, over at thirddaycoffeeseguin.com. Until next time, my friends, I'm CJ. This is Khalid. Go read his books and his magazine and write on. Bye, Khalid. We will see you
Bye
next time.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Thank you.
The Author's Porch is a certified veteran hosted podcast. Show your support. Tune in, share, and subscribe.